Apoorva, an electrical and electronics engineer from Pessit, Bangalore, worked as research and development engineer in TVS Motors in Bangalore for 2 years. Later, young Apoorva quit her job, came back with an aim to contribute her knowledge towards the development of her own hometown, Kalburgi. Don't think of development of our own home, then how will outsiders think of the development of our home? With this idea, she stepped towards the industrialization of Kalburgi. Ms. Apoorva, we are very happy to have you over here, and that was a very matured thought. And this is what every young generation, the talented Kalburgian or the Kalyana Karnataka people should have, because we are developing many graduates. They study over here and they go back to the metros. They are very attracted with the lifestyle of the metros, or they go out of India and they serve over there. What we feel is, if such a talent is within our home, then our home can be developed to a very great way. Over to you, Ms. Apoorva. Please share your success stories.
Thank you, ma'am. That's very true, and that's exactly the lines on which we think.
Yeah.
So, namaskara ellarigu, and a very good afternoon, everyone. I haven't reached big heights like everyone here, but I'm so overwhelmed to be able to share the event along with honorable personalities such as Ratnaprabha ma'am, Jyotsna ma'am, and Umaret ma'am, and every other woman and man present here who decided to ditch the cliche and do something different, be something different. Thank you, VG Women's Degree College, Hyderabad, Karnataka Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and KELAM for having me here. So, like you said, I am Apoorva Bajaj, a native of Kalburgi. Have done my schooling initially from Maharshi Vidya Mandir and St. Joseph's Convent School later on. My PUC or +2 is from Sarvagnya College, and Dr. Rajendra Konda sir has been my teacher for electronics there. After this, I've taken up electrical electronics engineering from Pessit, Bangalore. I'm saying this because that's exactly somewhere we can all connect. All the students here could connect with me, saying I am exactly from the place where you are. So in the due course of engineering, and like it's said, once upon a time, while I was waiting to get onto my train to Bangalore, we had this huge crowd around us. I'm sure you've all been there too. Solapur Yashwantpur train agli, Basava, Udyan, ಎಷ್ಟು train idru, Bangalore hogo crowd salangilla. The platforms are jam-packed. There are hundreds and thousands of people traveling to Bangalore every day. People are mostly floating for work, are staying away from their families, running the rat race for a good life, of course, and an expectation of it. Same goes if we think on a national level. I am an engineer, so I'll speak as an engineer here. The core branches of electrical and mechanical engineering do not get enough job opportunities in India. And like you said, we either have to shift to an IT company or move out to countries like US, UK, Germany for continuing our education and using our skills further in companies, because we do realize that we might, but we do not realize here that we might just be dumping ourselves in a place that's so crowded already, be it Bangalore or be it all these other countries, and probably just contributing to its population and pollution and getting far away from our roots. Also, the whole of the smart crowd, the intelligent crowd, if it gets filtered out and becomes the property of other countries, like let's say Sundar Pichai becomes the property of USA now. So if all the talented people like you and I go back to another place, another country, what will we be left with? What will our place be left with? So in that case, the dollar prices are going to go up, iPhones are going to become more and more expensive, microphones are not going to have any value at all one particular day. We are the reason that this is happening, which is why we need to start concentrating on this point today as students. We should have a few more Sudha Murthy's here probably. That should be a good inspiration. So given the fact that it brought some sort of motivation within me, and being already fueled by my dad from early years of education, like right from high school, I completed my engineering, got into a hardcore industrial job at TVS Motors factory as their research and development engineer, because I would then be able to understand how a manufacturing industry works. And that decision taught me a lot. Quitting that job after a year and a half, I came back to Gulbarga in 2017 to start working on my futuristic researches on what to start next. But now the basic question was what to do. I want to start an industry, but what product do I pick up? How do I think about other things? So all of this, looking optimistically into what we have in Gulbarga, we know that Kalburgi does not lack any resources. We are blessed with abundant of them. Dig underground, and so what if we don't get water for several feet? We surely have huge reserves of limestone. On the ground, we have rich black soil, perfectly suitable for tur dal, cotton, millets, sunflower, etc. Up above the sky, we all know Bisilida, Jagge Bisilirodana Matra. Up above the sky, we are blessed with humongous amount of solar energy. So why aren't we harnessing these resources when we have so many of them? Why don't we see any solar projects here or any solar panel manufacturing businesses here? Why don't we see some famous sunflower oil brand coming out from Gulbarga? We don't see any of this. We can process pulses. We can have millets, which are so much in trend. None of this has been seen. Rather, if you Google about what Gulbarga is famous for, on Wikipedia, sadly, we get to see that Gulbarga is famous for being economically backward because our industries are not flourished enough, which is really sad to see, and there's something to think about it here. We do not want to be tagged as economically backward city. We have about 400 dal mills in town today, but only a few of them are functional. We have once housed India's oldest textile mill, the MSK mills, which also failed due to not coping up with technological upgradation. Is this happening because our best minds are going out somewhere and not staying back here? Is this really happening because we do not have enough talent back here? This is something. It's high time that we, the younger generations, understand who we want to be, who we want to serve, and specifically speaking of our area, unless it's industrialized, we are an agrarian economy. Unless we are industrialized rigorously, we'll never be able to come out of the economic backwardness. So, well, coming back to my story of what we started, my dad and I, we started working on ideas that we could build on and came up with a handful of them. My family has had no industrial background again, just like Pam said. Most of you might even be fortunate to have such background. So we just wanted to ensure that we do the analysis completely. We do not want to risk our money without thinking in it. Entrepreneurship is to risk, but not an uncalculated risk. It is a calculated risk that one should take up. Start small, maybe. Think about it. Think about it for days and years together if you have to. So we worked on raw material sourcing, types of machinery that we should use, the market estimate that we could get a fair idea of for the next few years, let's say. We came up with the concept of MEDICON then. MEDICON is the manufacturer of surgical cotton here in Gulbarga. For the same, we visited multiple existing units. I took up trainings from everywhere. I went to institute called CIRCOT, Central Institute for Research on Cotton in Bombay. Took training from them from a couple of days. All of this took knowledge from Google and where else. We have so many resources now. So all this background work was done. And then MEDICON was established in 2018 after a whole year and more of analyzing and brainstorming. Then we also had a beautiful, dynamic, and a well-qualified team of three another women entrepreneurs joining us. We proudly say that productions, finances, accounting, quality control, marketing, administration, all of this is taken care by women entrepreneurs here. Even in the production line, where there are staff, the number of women staff is equal to that of men for most of the skilled tasks as well. We're so proud that to see that these women who are not very extremely qualified or educated themselves are very self-sufficient to pay the school fees of their kids, to give them a better lifestyle. And this is what you don't just need your own salary. That can make you super happy. Maybe if you're helping another 10 families to grow with you, that makes you more happy. We should rather earn a little less maybe, but contribute to society. So overcoming all these innumerous difficulties of day-to-day issues in the factory, continuing to learn from them, we started the plant installation with fully automated machines. As the field we serve to demands highest level of hygiene. And there are very few units like MEDICON across the whole country that have such fully automated facilities. As we believe, like we heard from everyone so far, that technology upgradation, being technologically forward, is the key of this. Hello?
Yeah, no problem. We can hear you.
Yeah. So only within that short span of a few years now, MEDICON has reached more than 9 districts of Karnataka today. Not only in Kalburgi, with the immense support of locals, but not only in Kalburgi, our Kalburgi made product is going to 9 districts of Karnataka. It's going up until Bangalore, Hubli, Bijapur, Bagalkot, everywhere today. So this is a very proud moment for me to share with you all. The bottom line is, all of us as students that I'm addressing today, we need to gain all the knowledge from everywhere in the world possible. We have to be self-qualified, self-skilled first. We need to gain all the knowledge from everywhere in the world, wherever it is. But remember to come back and give it to the place that we call our home. This is very essential. And in any way possible, small or big, do not jump into risking big things for impractical profit expectations, or to just get subsidies or incentives, or to just have a name and fame. Mean to make a difference, mean to establish a brand, mean to be recognized by a brand and maintain quality. Yeah. So don't worry about your background. I come from a non-industrial background. There are so many people to help us. There is Chamber of Commerce, there is KLAMS, there is everybody, all the panel members here who are ready to help us. Just come out and ask for help. Like ma'am quoted a sentence from Harry Potter, I would say the same. Help is always going to be given to those who deserve or those who ask for it. So always be open to it. Come up and ask for help. We're all there for it. Be it on how to get funding or any technical assistance. Let's just stay in touch, have a good network and we've been working. We can work together to get rid of this economically backward tag. Now we have agrarian economy. To probably leave you with a few ideas to brainstorm on. We need to understand this, that we have an agrarian economy, but the agriculture produce needs to be marketed to industry. So that is also important. Now we are on the verge of, you are on the verge of completing your course. So now is the good time you can start thinking of new ideas. Mark Zuckerberg, all these famous personalities started while they were in college. Ma'am, we have with us, she started when she was in college. Now is the right time. You can start thinking. Your brains are creative. This is the perfect time to go ahead. Look at all these famous startups, the Bajaj that we have. All these can inspire us in every small way possible. Start small, start smart, start safe, and make it bring pride to your hometown. There is no shortcut to success. There is no shortcut to success. Otherwise, you might only receive a cut short success. So this is what we have to understand and not hurry up into things. I will end with the शायरी here generally. तो हुनर तो सबका होता है, लेकिन किसी का छिप जाता है और किसी का छप जाता है. Let's fall into category where आपका हुनर छप जाएगा. I hope this brings a good motivation to everyone, and I'm so thankful for all of you having me here. I will want to thank Uma Reur ma'am, Bharti Patil ma'am, Prashant Mankar sir, Rajendra Konda sir, Manish Jaju sir, all of you for giving me this opportunity to stand with such dignified personalities and share my thoughts. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Apoorva. That was very nice. If every talented girl or every girl of Kalyana Karnataka area thinks like Apoorva, then there is, I don't think it's not late that our Kalburgi will flourish like anything. Yeah, I think Ratnaprabha madam has told about
I just want to mention one thing, Uma, that in this platform, Mr. Uttam Bajaj, the father of Apoorva Bajaj, he is the one who has helped us to register the KLAMP for the Section 8 company. And today I am very proud to say that KLAMP is the only Section 8 company of entire Kalyana Karnataka.
Very nice, very nice.
Congratulations, Sarmangla and Bharti.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
Keep it up, keep it up. Add more and more. Today's meeting has given me an idea that you must add more and more activities to KLAMP now. Not just, giving plots and helping women entrepreneurs, but helping women entrepreneurs to grow or to become women entrepreneurs also, you should play a role. Okay.
And
you can have
also,
some EDP programs. Yeah.
ma'am, and also you all can have a very interactive website. And we can, Emerge can facilitate this networking member.
Yeah. That's very good. Yeah.
Group or a page for you. So that Bharti. So Bharti and
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
So Bharti and Uma, can I leave now? I'm getting a lot of phone calls.
Yes,
so.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, madam. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Encouraging us and being.
Madam, I have some words to speak with Madam.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Prashant, sir.
Hello.
Hello, sir. You are audible.
I just want to speak with Ratnababa Madam. Few questions
Yeah.
I had. She has left or she is there?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes, yes. Madam is here.
Madam, I'm Vijay Kaur here from Gulbarga only. See, we have brought one file when you were Industrial Secretary for Textiles.
Okay.
But you did not make it clear. So still today we are suffering because of that. I don't know how come you are going to support us. I tried to meet you. I met you also, but you did not do that at that time.
Did you buy it in the textile park? Textile park at Shahpur?
Yeah. Gulbarga, madam. Gulbarga Textile Park.
Okay. Yeah, actually, if I remember that textile park ran into some problem because there were 2-3 private developers. There was Government of India, there was a private developer, and there was the state government. And it ran into some problem which we could not resolve during my tenure. So probably after this meeting, you send me one representation. I just talk to the Commissioner Industries and check what is that is little complicated. So you can just send me a mail. Let's not discuss in this forum. You send me a WhatsApp.
Okay, fine.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. So now I call upon the President of HKCCI, Shri Prashant Mankar sir, for his presidential remarks.
Okay, so let me hear him.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Very good afternoon to you all. And I, on the outset, would like to thank Dr. Konda, Principal Srimati Vijay Women's College, and Uma Madam for conducting this event, webinar on topic Heralding Atmanirbhar of Women in Kalyan, Karnataka through Entrepreneurship. The inaugural address by our DC Madam, Srimati Josna Ma'am, highlighted the issues regarding our own skill sets that can take us to entrepreneurship door. Women should be able to stand out against the men, notwithstanding the feminine characteristics. That was the crux of the inaugural address of Madam. The keynote address by our very own former Chief Secretary, Srimati Ratnaprabha Madam, enlightened of entrepreneurship. One should be dynamic to take up challenge to be an employer than to be an employee. One has to be an entrepreneur and lead from the front. She committed our Hyderabad Karnataka Chamber of Commerce initiative for women entrepreneurship and the KLAM being formed to nurture the Kalyan Karnataka women's Atmanirbhar through Burn2. To also tap the online market for their business, which has been flourishing in these times of COVID-19. Guest speakers and women entrepreneurs, Srimati Uma Madam and Kumari Apoorva Bajaj, who have dealt upon the challenges, passion to excel and to achieve the goals. The learning phase is at the time of internship, one should do it professionally. We should understand here that they both had the inkling to aim higher, where one started during holidays and the one had it after working for a couple of years to gain experience and start afresh. So considering all the speakers who have today spoken to you all, I just request you all to plunge into the entrepreneurship bandwagon and give back to this area, the Kalyan Karnataka region, what you can. If you decide, we as an association of Chamber of Commerce are ready to help you all in the whatever teething problems you will experience while being an entrepreneur. We are always there for you all, and whenever you feel free, you can come and approach our Chamber of Commerce, and we are ready to help you out. Okay. So with these few words, I just request you all to be more dynamic and professionally carry your entrepreneurship goals in your mind and do whatever you wish to do. Thank you, madam, for arranging this event. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Shri Prashant Mankar sir. Thank you that you are going to help us, and it will be a very, very, very good for our students who are very eager to take helps and opportunities. Thank you, sir. Thank you once again.
Thank you.
Now it's the time to end this very big mega event where we have learned lots and lots of things. Now I hand over the session to the President KLAMP, Srimati Bharti Patil. Bharti.
ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ಇಂದಿನ ನ್ಯಾಷನಲ್ ಲೆವೆಲ್ ವೆಬಿನಾರ್ಗೆ ಆತ್ಮನಿರ್ಭರ ಫಾರ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೆನರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಮ್ಮ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸರ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗಮಿಸಿದ ನಮ್ಮ ಡಿಸಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಶ್ರೀಮತಿ ವಿ ಜ್ಯೋತ್ಸ್ನಾ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮ್ಮ ವುಮೆನ್ ಎಂಟರ್ಪ್ರೆನರ್ಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡ್ತಾರಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಅವರು ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲು ಒಪ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಂದಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸಲು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಮೇಡಮ್ ರತ್ನಪ್ರಭಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅವರು ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಬೆನ್ನೆಲುಬಾಗಿ ಯಾವುದೇ ಸಮಯದಲ್ಲೂ ನಮಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ನಮಗೆ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳಿಗೂ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಮ್ಗೆ ಇದೇ ತರ ತಾವು ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀರಾ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ತಮ್ಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅರ್ಪಿಸಲು ಇಷ್ಟಪಡ್ತೇನೆ ಮ್ಯಾಮ್. ಹಾಗೆ ಉಮಾರೆಡ್ಡಿ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಅಂತೂ ನಮಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಎನ್ಕರೇಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ನಾವು ಹೈದರಾಬಾದ್ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕದ ಮಹಿಳೆಯರು ತುಂಬಾ ಹಿಂದುಳಿದವರು ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಬಟ್ ಮೇಡಮ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಸಹಕಾರ ನೀಡಿ ಮೋಟಿವೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದೇ ತರ ತಮ್ಮ ಸಪೋರ್ಟ್ ನಮ್ಗಿರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅಪೂರ್ವ ಬಜಾಜ್, ಶಿ ಈಸ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗಾ. ನಾವು ತುಂಬಾ ಹೆಮ್ಮೆಯಿಂದ ಅಪೂರ್ವನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೀವಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ಗುಲ್ಬರ್ಗಾದವರು ಒಬ್ರು ಸ್ವಂತ ಉದ್ಯೋಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಂದೆ ಬಂದು ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದು ಮಾದರಿಯಾಗಿ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ. ಹಾಗೆ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬಾ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಆರ್ಗನೈಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರುವಂತ ಉಮಾ ರೇವೂರವ್ರಿಗೂ ಹಾಗೂ ಕೊಂಡಾ ಸರ್ ಅವ್ರಿಗೂ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ರಶಾಂತ್ ಸರ್ ನಮಗೆ ನಮ್ಮ KLAMP ಅನ್ನ ಸ್ಥಾಪನೆ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಸಹಾಯ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು. ಇದೇ ತರ ಇದೇ ತರ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲಾ ಮಹಿಳಾ ಉದ್ಯಮದಾರರಿಗೆ ಅಂಡ್ ಮುಂದೆ ಬರುವಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಆಸ್ಪೈರಿಂಗ್ ವುಮೆನ್ ಆಂಟರ್ಪ್ರಿನರ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಸಹಾಯ ನೀಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ತಮಗೂ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನ ಅರ್ಪಿಸ್ತೇನೆ ಸರ್. ಹಾಗೂ ನಮ್ಮ ಇವತ್ತು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂತ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಸಿಪೆಂಟ್ಸಿಗೂ ನಮ್ಮೆಲ್ಲರ ಕಡೆಯಿಂದ ತಮಗೆ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳ ಅರ್ಪಿಸಲು ಇಚ್ಛೆ ಪಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳು.
Thank you, Bharti.
Now you saw a new leader emerging in Bharti Patil. You saw how she was shy, slow, reluctant,
Yes.
very, what do you say, self-conscious while speaking. And in